We are 3 down and 5 to go as the NFL coaching carousel continues to spin. Welcome into the Sporting News Studios. I'm Tom Vandervoort. Joining me now on the phone, Cliff Brown, our NFL writer. And Cliff, Rob Chudzinski now going to be the head coach of the Cleveland Browns. Just rate that hire for me real quickly and compare it to the other two hires we've had so far, Andy Reid to the Chiefs and Doug Marrone to the Bills.
Well, it's interesting that all three guys are offensive-minded coaches, and that seems to be the trend now in this hiring of coaches during the offseason. Chudzinski, or Chud, as I'm going to call him from now on since everybody else calls him Chud, this is a great opportunity for him. There were a lot of big-name guys the Browns were looking at or considering. Chip Kelly was talked about way back. There were even rumors that, they would try and go after Nick Saban and lure him away. But this is a realistic and, I think, potentially good hire for the Browns. He was their offensive coordinator in 2007, the last time they had a decent offense. He did a great job with Cam Newton during his rookie season in Carolina. This, to me, is a job of a lifetime for him. I think he'll be passionate about it, and he's got to prove he can cut it as a head coach. But on the surface, instead of bashing it because it's not a big name, I think the Browns may have a chance to find something here.
Yeah, it's interesting. Chudzinski and Marrone, I think both are kind of not the name guys we've been hearing about for the last month or so. How would you look at those hires and some of the big names that are still out there?
Well, it's interesting that we've got Lovie Smith still looking for a job, Ken Wisenhunt, who also interviewed for the Browns job and didn't get it. They've been bypassed, as you said, Tom, for guys who certainly, in this case, don't have any NFL track record as a head coach. But I think this fits the model of what the Browns have in mind. Joe Banner, their new CEO, was with Andy Reid with the Eagles. Reid was not a household name when he came to Philadelphia. He is now. And there are other guys who certainly were not household names when they were hired. John Harbaugh was a special teams defensive coach with the Eagles, became the Ravens head coach. He's done okay. Mike Tomlin was a defensive coordinator, had never been a head coach. He's done okay, winning a Super Bowl and getting to another one. The big names, sometimes can be the best name, but not always.
Okay, now we got 5 vacancies remaining. Your thoughts, real quickly, anything that jumps out at you as far as Cardinals, Chargers, Bears, Eagles, and Jags?
Well, I think Bruce Arians, certainly based on the job he did as interim coach with the Colts, should land a job, and it looks like it's going to be San Diego, or most likely San Diego. I think that he there would have a quarterback to work with Phillip Rivers, obviously, and he has had great success working with both Andrew Luck and Ben Roethlisberger. So, and the Chargers just hired someone from the Colts organization to be their general manager. So that fits as well. I think Arians to the Chargers looks like a good one. But there's some other situations that are really much harder to predict, particularly the Bears, who seem like they're interviewing somebody every day, but still haven't made a decision. So really going to be interesting to see where these dominoes fall, and particularly if Lovie Smith or Ken Wisenhunt end up with another job, or if they get frozen out.
Do we think we're done with the college coaches at this point?
Well, there's still Brian Kelly out there, who was interviewed with the Eagles. That is something that could conceivably happen, although I don't think it will. He would be the one guy, I think, if there's going to be another college coach coming in this go-round, he would be that guy.
All right, well, we'll see what happens. Cliff, thanks so much for your time today.
Thanks for having me, Tom.